go live now to Washington. Daniel Lippman, reporter at Politico, joins us live now. Daniel, good to see you once again. What happened here? Is technology just getting in the way? Do we need to go back to the old pen and paper?
I think it's a combination of the pen and paper being so complicated and also this app that totally failed that was going to calculate the results, tabulate them to determine the winner. I think a lot of Americans' takeaway from last night is that Iowa should not be in charge of setting the starting gun on the presidential race, and that having people huddle in gyms and going to the one side of the room versus the other as part of a caucus does not suit the 21st century.
Nope, it seems so. We will get results at 9 o'clock. It was extraordinary. I think it went viral yesterday. One of the campaign chiefs was on with Wolf Blitzer and said he'd been on hold to someone for an hour. It's good to know that people in his position also have to deal with being on hold. What's that all about?
Yeah, so all the campaigns were calling the Iowa Democratic Party to try to get results and also determine when it was going to get released. But the party would hang up on the campaigns, which is pretty crazy. And they also, the hold times were up to 2 hours. And so it was just a total mess last night. And candidates feel gypped. If you're Bernie Sanders, who is likely going to be the technical winner, it won't really matter much because the big result, the big victory is getting momentum from Iowa, and no one got momentum.
Well, the big victory is that it's given Donald Trump some momentum going into the State of the Union and also gives him a bit of fodder to fire at the Democrats ahead of the impeachment result in just a day's time. First of all, State of the Union. What's been briefed out is pretty typical. The theme is the great American comeback. He's going to talk about the economy, stay away from things like impeachment. What else are you expecting from Donald Trump? There's always a few surprises.
Yeah, so we don't know fully what he is likely to say, but I think we're going to see some of the same themes that we hear all the time, which is he is creating jobs. The African American unemployment rate is the lowest in history. Fewer people are trying to breach our borders with Mexico, and the stock market is doing very well. And so he is going to try to stick on script. It's always a challenge with him. We actually had a fun story about what it's like to be the teleprompter guy for President Trump, because you're always having to stop and start, and so that job that no one would really want.
What is that job like, and who gets that job? Surely it can't just be one man; it'd be too stressful.
I know, it's actually one guy who has been with Trump since the beginning. There's a company in New York that supplies people to work on this type of stuff, and it's a lot of reading through the script and speech transcript to try to determine when Trump is going to go off script, and then you pause it, you go back, so it's I'm sure that guy gets combat pay.
Yeah, I'm sure, absolutely, danger pay. Daniel Lippman, good to see you. Thanks so much.